The last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going up top. It got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there at 22. Remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there.
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Here's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Speed, just forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
Gostkowski for the point after. He just yanked that one well to the left. And no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Fighting his way through contact. And all this is taken in. One-handed, what a catch.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back. Right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. And my goodness,
And the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Avoids him at the 40. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback.
Sup, dude? Sup, boy? Get out. Your mom said, wait, I thought you were getting water, that's it.
I was actually saying you shot.
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Brought in one by the Steelers. Were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
What?
I don't know how
Plays like this with the ball
You're about to say.
often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
Scratch my back.
Everyone else is
Yeah,
trying
right.
to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Who's like the mom?
Or moved away from it. In this case, the team
I don't know. Let me think.
Do Hail Mary, didn't you?
Bro, that's my mom. That's my sister.
I found it.
Huh?
So that's my sister.
Where are you guys going?
I didn't.
She said she doesn't know.
Exit out of that. You're wasting your time. That's you. You're just wasting your own time.
The Steelers on 3rd down.
Who you passing it to?
No.
Version. This will be
Dude.
3rd and 5.
Pass it to Triangle. That was computer. I'm not guarding you.
Down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
This baby yo-yo.
I can't hear it. Hold on.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that.
But that's my sister's birthday. It's for the baby. It's for my... Okay, what's up?
Here's Jordan
No, my
Boyd
nephew.
now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was
Hello?
unsuccessful.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
How quiet is that? What you doing up?
Nothing. Playing Madden with Raekwon.
To throw.
He said no sleep.
Fights through one man.
Get the first down. At least get the first...
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the
No, why you think they're clapping?
It's such
He
a risky
like 10
play.
times about that ass.
You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something
Hello?
there. They don't
Hello?
call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck,
Hello?
let's go ahead and
Hello?
fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the
Hello?
defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Yeah? 6'7" not tall.
We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments as the defense.
I'm out of bag. I hate that.
Scratch my back, Erlen.
Scratch your own back, so.
First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Wait, who's ball? It was my ball.
From the gun, it's Brady.
See that one?
Is incomplete.
They're checking it.
Down this place to the goal line, first down.
Heck no, hold on. Let me look at that.
Surprised that wasn't a run.
Heck no. They're not gonna check nothing.
I hear you ain't sharing over there.
That was in. That's in.
His foot didn't touch the floor. That's why it sucks to have tall people now. Because they got some long old legs and then it comes out. I call his legs daddy long legs.
I am, and you know
Because
I'm
he
old
just keep
school.
going
I
like
can run the
this.
ball first down in this
I call
situation.
his other dude daddy
Gives
long
me an
legs.
option to play action, maybe throwing it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now,
And you have 2 more timeouts.
we're going to get a timeout here by the
Stop
offense.
timing it out. That's
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one
I
here
like
in
all
this
mine.
third quarter.
Gay. His name's
Alright
Gay.
then.
Offense looks to punch it in
I
here
have
from
to.
the one
I'm
on
trying to do a
second
run.
and goal. And
That's
they
in.
have a new
That's one in.
challenge for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. He tried to get the nose of the football across.
Oh, he is
to
gonna
nail it
blitz.
down, and now it's third and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he over here leaving.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
That's perfect.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. The weight up now. A
The
flag
kicker.
is down. If this is on the defense,
No.
they're going to get the
Fine
first.
it. For Pat is good.
He's doing just fine.
Well, we looked at each
he's
other
going
right away.
set.
We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation
No,
post.
I declined.
Because
No,
officials always tell
I
you,
see
I don't
you.
want to throw the flag. But you
Because it
caused
said
the
so.
play. You did it. I had to.
Oh, I didn't know I was right here. I thought I was back
One
there.
receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Wait, who?
I fumbled.
So they escape,
The
so
QB
to
fumble.
speak, maintaining the football.
I sacked
Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
Yeah, but I got it back because
Definitely
he was super
because
fast.
that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or
I
just
know
getting
he's gonna be wide open.
and turning it over to...
And he's in. Touchdown. Patriots.
I knew it.
You have to have a perfect time to pass it.
Not even let me.
He wants me to give him a touchdown.
Well, you said that.
And you know, everyone can hear you cry like a little girl on my YouTube channel.
level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdowns.
My last
Carving
timeout.
them up is right. Seems like
Timeout,
everything he
third
throws
quarter.
is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Times out. Bro, stop playing times out, you dumb. Timeouts for whips.
So,
The offense took
that's
the
what,
timeout. Looks
Honey
like
Lodge,
they're
they use
ready to
timeouts
go
for the
as
end of
we
the
get
game.
set.
Like
So
when they're
resume
about
the
to win
action.
or something. You know, like when you're like, if it was 40 to 40, if it was like 40 to 47, he had 40, and it was fourth quarter with 5 seconds left, and you were like first and goal. Like if I was you, I would
Willis will get the handoff. And he will dive into the...
I don't know. That's what he did to stop the run.
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you just announced everything.
Where's your phone,
You just don't
Elijah?
care about the other side at all. All
Where's
you
your
care about
phone?
is what you're doing, and they just want
I need to show you something.
Phone's like halfway dead.
It is. No, it's not.
What is that? Just thinking of the random number so it's not.
I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, before we leave.
It was about this. I intercepted like a couple times on here. Then I was playing around with him, and I intercepted it. I ran all the way. Then I ran all the way back to my touchdown, and I had to punt it. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me.
Alright, bet.
Cause I can always watch the game on YouTube, and I can show everybody.
I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those
Then they're probably
changes
gonna tell you
aren't
never
working,
play
so now
football
where do
ever
you
in your life.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You go
What do you
over the
think?
changes. I bet they were
Well, you
pretty
so
clinical
took you,
at the
but
half.
Who's losing?
if
You.
you tackle someone, they be trying.
You don't know the right. You don't know the right time to pass it.
Just being calm
I don't dig in my
hasn't exactly
boogers.
worked.
That's why you wasting your time. I should never told you nothing.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
He almost dropped that too. Why do you always?
It's just wasting his time. He doesn't know that.
I'm just wasting yours.
No, it's your ball.
Well, when it's on your back.
He should have caught it. Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Second down following the incompletion.
It doesn't hurt me. It just hurts you because you're going to be the one that's getting in trouble. For acting stupid and keep on doing that.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got
I'm still going, huh?
inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now.
He just wants me to get him touchdown because he's trash at the game.
7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
And it's intercepted.
But I'm going to tackle him too. I'm going to injure this boy. You lucky I didn't tackle you or trouble you.
You just mad because our interception did.
It doesn't really matter.
We've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot
Bro,
at the
get
end
out.
zone, and
You can't
points
be
result.
tough.
He doesn't
In
have
this
to.
case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Bro, why'd you even come back then?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Why you come back in the room?
Because he can. You're not the boss of the room.
Across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there. And also
I feel bad for you. I feel bad for your girlfriend. I feel bad. I don't know how she can keep up with you.
Who? Probably because she doesn't.
She's probably retarded.
Get out.
Here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The game's almost over. This is on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, what's up?
So far as we get set for the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair.
Oh my gosh, this game's taking forever.
Seriously, is. What did you put in?
5 minutes.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Force that to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it
Interception,
deep
you already know.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And now look at this.
Dang,
Big
that-
gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds.
Yeah, but I had it under 3 seconds, so it's still my ball.
Now the Patriots offense. They
Now you want to
work
laugh
their
with
way
him
back
after
out
you're
onto the
just
field.
being
They're
mean to
staying
him? That don't make
comfortably in
sense.
hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
I
That's
couldn't.
one of the great questions in the NFL game, and because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were
I'm
blowouts.
Patriots.
And in none
He's
of
the
them
doo-doo
did
Steelers.
the starting quarterback
Bruh, I
ever
have a
come out of the
bumblebee.
game for the team that had a big lead.
They're
And
good,
each
but they're
instance,
just
I
trash.
asked the
Because I'm
coaches
better.
later on,
Really, they have to double
"Why did
team
you
him?
do that?"
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Yeah, you
Very nice pick
I
up
just
for
see that.
34 yards.
His face
Still
was
throwing the
right
football
here
here,
when
even
he
with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And here we go on first and goal.
I put all of our jumping super high.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ross Conklin. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Ugh.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something.
But he's not going to be able to get the touchdown.
Okay, so let's face it, guys. Who's
He
happy
doesn't
about
even
this
believe in
game?
himself.
Fantasy
I
guys?
believe in myself. And I barely even play football.
One thing or another.
This is my first time playing Madden.
The fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game
Yeah.
is over. And
No.
they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Just a yard on the catch there, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there.
Oh, so you want to injure my people? Okay, hold on. You really want to injure my people? Okay, let me do this. Let me go. Hold on. Let me go penalties.
No, you have to go up to the
Hold on.
gameplay, then you can make it to where injuries are like high.
I ain't putting no. I'm not putting no false start because that's just gonna game speed fast.
Bro, can you just hurry up? Bro, you're trying to make sure you can injure him. What if he's gonna be injuring me?
I could just sub my players back in, so I don't care. Then they're just gonna get injured more, then they're not gonna be able to play.
Bro, it'd be funny.
And making a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
But you have to you have to stick finger them though. You have to stick. He got it back. He got it back. You get fumbled. But he got the ball back. He got the ball back. But if this was Madden 17, you would have fumbled and got injured.
We don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So they get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding
She will
the game,
cry.
understanding positioning, and tackling immediately.
We already know you're
second
faking
after
it.
catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about it. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
You know my person, he might not get injured because
We usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. The defensive guys, they have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week.
Lewis, your dad plays on here.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one.
Exactly, because you know,
Do you say?
5 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. His throw incomplete.
She like eat my booty.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone.
My last time out.
Here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And they're going to score.
Oh, don't you remember